Welcome to this video on the pattern feature in Autodesk Fusion. We can make rectangular patterns or circular ones or along a path. And not only can we create patterns of bodies, but also of features like a hole. Let's have a look. Suppose we need 9 of these cubes in a rectangular pattern. We can go to the Create toolbar and click the icon. If you do not yet have the icon, then it is also available in the menu Pattern, Rectangular Pattern. We can, by the way, easily change between the 3 modes, rectangular or circular or on path, here in the menu. That's handy. Let's select a body, this one, and let's select an axis, the green axis, and now I can drag in both directions to get my rectangular pattern. We have the same 2 options as with the sketch mode. We can use extend, in which case it means that the distance that we type in is between the first and the last occurrence or object. Or we can also select to use spacing, and then the distance specified is the space between the adjacent objects. It depends on your situation which one is most handy. If we are on spacing and if I increase the number, they are added at the end. If I am on extend and I increase or decrease the number, it takes them away from in between. Alright, here we have our 9 blocks. You may remember from the sketch mode pattern video that there was that additional option to take out 1 or more specific ones. That option is not available in 3D mode, but it is not difficult to take one out. Just hover over it, look which one it is. This is the one, then right click it and click remove, and then it is out. So that's just very easy. Also, your remove action is here in the timeline. If you need it back, just delete that remove action and you have it back. Let's do a circular pattern. In the menu, I click the circular pattern icon and select an object, this one, and then select an axis. Yeah, that is a strange word. We are not going to select an axis. We are going to select a sketch, and let me select this circular pattern, and that is what I'm going to use. And there we have our objects, and we can of course increase the quantity, and we can also decide we do not want a full circle but only a partial circle, and then that's where we can enter a number of degrees. And that is actually all there is to it. Let's create a pattern on a path. This is a spline. Let me click the icon pattern on path, select my object, select my path, and then start dragging. Oh, that did not work quite well. Start dragging, and we can even go beyond the path. As we see, it just creates a straight line tangential. Let's end it, snap over there. And we can of course increase or decrease the exact number of objects that we want to have. And there are our objects patterned on a path. It is not only objects that we can also pattern a feature, like for instance this hole. It is this feature that created that hole. So let's do circular pattern. And now I'm not going to create a body, but I'm going to create a feature. And then select that feature. Well, I can do that here in the timeline. I have it now selected. And then I have to find a pattern or an axis, as it keeps calling it. I selected the circle itself. And then we can adjust the amount of features that we want to have, and all of a sudden I have 10 holes in this disk. Well, the question now remains, when to use pattern in 3D mode and when to use it in 2D mode. It may be a personal preference. My personal preference is to keep my sketch as simple as possible and pattern in 3D mode. It has a couple of advantages. It is quicker probably, it works easier, you can see what you are doing, and also to have a sketch with a whole lot of information on makes that sketch not nicer readable. So I like to keep my sketch simple and pattern in 3D. This was it, thank you for watching, maybe see you back in a future video. In the meantime, have fun.